to the Dimes Only podcast. I'm your co-host, Buddy Sandoval. To my right, George Hernandez. George, how are you doing? I have not seen you at all this month. How have you been, my friend?
I've been good, just working a lot. I did take a vacation to Las Vegas last week. It's gonna be 2 weeks this weekend. Vacation much needed. Just been grinding and stuff. So I'm glad to be back. Once in a while, deserved a trip or two. I haven't gone out like that in a while though. So, it was much needed. Now I feel more refreshed. It was a good break.
That's good. That's good, man. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I know you've seen a lot of NBA players and summer leaguers out there.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. But before we get into it, just want to remind you guys, subscribe to our channel. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify if you prefer that more podcast version. But if you want to see us for some particular reason, go to YouTube and make sure you subscribe to our page and you like the video. So today, I know we've been gone for quite a while, but now we're back and we're going to shift our focus a little bit to the NFL. We have about 1 week left until training camp, until you finally start to feel those Sundays come back up where it's just filled with football. And I know me and you cannot wait until that happens, for the sake of just being fans, and then for also fantasy football.
Fantasy, yeah.
Right? So today, we're just going to keep it short and simple. We're going to give you guys our top 10 quarterbacks going into the regular season, the 2023 season. This is going to be based on, at least speaking for myself, based on last year, based on what we expect for them to be this year. I don't know. What are you really basing it on? This is just really kind of broad.
No, yeah, I'm basing it off of last year. Maybe one player in particular, I'm basing it off just what we've seen in previous years. Maybe not the best season last year, but maybe previous years that we've seen. And probably just it was a downfall that 1 year. Hopefully they could bring it back. But I'm just going off what I've seen previously from this player.
Okay.
Well, I'm still going to debate whether I put him or not, but we'll see.
All right. We're gonna kick it off right now. Let's take turns. So we'll start off from the bottom, and then we'll go to the top.
This was the one I'm talking about, debating putting him up there just because, previous years or not. But I mean, it was between Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be Deshaun Watson just because we know what he can do. I feel like last season, he started off late. What was it, 14 games?
11
games. So he started off late, the grooves of thing. I think he had this whole offseason to prepare himself. And we've seen what he can do. We saw with the Browns. I mean, not with the Browns, with the Texans. Mm-hmm. And now we'll see what he can do with the Browns. I know that he had that little last season he had that little rough patch, but we'll see if he could bring it back. So I'm going to put Deshaun Watson just because we know what he can do. It was between him and Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, has a new coach. So, but I think Deshaun Watson, I'm going with the younger side. So, yeah.
Okay. And Deshaun. That's a good one. At my number 10, I'm putting the star of Quarterback. If you've not seen Quarterback and you're a huge NFL fan, you should watch Quarterback. It's on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
8 episodes. They're all really good. All the three are three in there. But it's not Patrick Mahomes, and it's obviously not Marcus Mariota. Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is my number 10. This dude, he gets a lot of slack. He does. And he even gets a lot of slack from me, I would say. But this might be a little biased because I did just watch Quarterback, and I seen what he has to go through, who he kind of is as a person, what he values and things like that. But I think he is a top 10 quarterback. I think he's consistent. He's not really up there with the other great quarterbacks, but he brings it every single Sunday, and he might not perform like it at times, but if you look at the numbers, he's on par with the other quarterbacks who you think are kind of lower tier, kind of B-plus type quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins comes in, and he does his job. and he knows where his bread is butter at. In this case, going into this season, and then the previous years in Justin Jefferson, so he gets them the ball. He does a really good job. From what I've seen, he is a good leader, and guys like him. And I think those are good qualities to have. Those are the best qualities to have as a starting quarterback. Of course, he's missing that it factor and things like that. But to be at number 10, that I feel like that's good enough. Maybe he could climb throughout the season. He was an MVP type quarterback, leading his team to 13 or 14 wins last year. So I don't know if they're going to repeat that, but we'll see how he does individually.
Yeah, I was thinking of putting Kirk. I went with Deshaun, but Kirk too. That was a good pick. I mean, I can't argue with that one. A little recency bias or what, like you said? Cause you
Maybe, but,
But
I
now
feel like he does deserve
now you
a
got
top spot there.
has another weapon in Jordan Addison, so we'll see. We'll see how
Yes, sir.
we'll
Yes,
see
sir.
how they do. I mean, that's a great weapon added.
Yeah, it is. Alongside Justin. Yeah, for sure. All right. Who's your number 9?
Number 9, I have Jared Goff.
Whoa. That's
Look,
surprising. That's surprising.
He almost had 4,500, close to 4,500 yards thrown, 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He led a Lions team that we thought would have been like dead last. in the
Yeah, at least
division.
last in their division. Yeah.
He led them to 9-8, and I think he led one of the highest scoring offense in the league. So Jared Goff's only getting better, I feel like, and it's a new roster, so I feel like now we have Jameson Williamson.
Oh, he's gonna be out for a couple games because
Still?
of his gambling.
The
gambling suspension.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But he should
But
be
still,
back.
I mean, they didn't have him last year. Amon Ra stepped up. I mean, they did lose a couple wide
They lost
receivers.
TJ.
Yeah, TJ Hawkinson. But I feel like Jared Goff has shown what he can do. He had a good completion percentage too. I think Jared Goff is a good leader. And then watching Hard Knocks last year, it shows like you said, you see what he goes through.
Yeah.
You see the level of mentality, the mentality that they have to bring. But overall, I think Jared Goff is up and coming. He's not like the greatest quarterback, but he's up there. I think he had a phenomenal season last year. He was very efficient. So I think just he did fumble a lot, but other than that, he was pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can make the argument he is going to get better. He has arguably the best OC in the game, no disrespect, in Ben Johnson. And they're coming into the season with a lot of hype. They haven't seen this, you could argue, in their entire existence. So are they going to live up to the hype? Is Jared Goff going to lead the Lions to their first division title since, 93? So there's a lot weighing on his shoulders. So if he could live up to that, the Lions will be in great position. Obviously, great weapons too. But at my number 9, I'm going with my boy, Matthew Stafford. Buddy, Matthew Stafford, you're just being biased. You did you see the type of season he had last year? Injuries after injuries, question marks after question marks. Yeah, but if he's on, he's arguably a top 5 quarterback when he's on. Arguably, he has the passing level of Patrick Mahomes. Heck, if you even watch quarterback, I know I'm talking about quarterback a lot.
Yeah.
If you even watch quarterback, Patrick Mahomes mimics Matthew Stafford on the sidearm, on the no looks. He gets his game from that, right? Matthew Stafford is arguably the most talented quarterback, at least in the past 10, 15 years he's been in the league. This guy, when he's healthy, he is a great quarterback, and we've seen that in 2021 in his first year with the Rams.
Super Bowl.
I think he had 41 touchdowns. I think that was his career high. Him and Sean McVay are great together. Obviously, injuries got in the way, but if he can come in healthy, which hopefully he is, I believe he is, and the offensive line can be formidable, they could be relatively healthy as well instead of having 5 different lineups in the first 7 weeks. This dude could be in the conversation for passing yards, for maybe, I don't know about touchdowns because it'd be kind of ass, but in terms of quarterback rating, completion, all that other stuff that goes into being a great quarterback, he could be at the top or near the top of that list. I know he gets a lot of slack for just Cooper Cup being his target, but if everyone else could do their job and he could maybe spread the ball around, you know, this dude could be it. Uh, I'm not really confident in the Rams, but if Matthew Stafford could be the Matthew Stafford that we seen, at least maybe like 80% of that we seen in 2021, I feel like the Rams won't be as bad because we know the type of quarterback Matthew Stafford is. He's proved that in the playoffs. I mean, he led the Rams to that comeback. He led the Rams to that comeback in the NFC Championship game. He led the Rams down the field in the NFC Division game against the Bucks, right? So we seen him play big time. And if he could stay healthy, then I feel like he could be a top 10 quarterback again.
Yeah, I didn't want to put him up there, but the only reason is because like not hating or anything, but the injuries. I took kind of that, and the Rams didn't really make any moves this offseason. So it's like he's not gonna. I feel like he's not gonna have the right weaponry to do much, and we're not. It's not his fault, but we're not gonna see it in the stat lines, or we're not gonna see it at all because he doesn't really have much to work with. So like I know he's really good, but his season I don't think he's gonna be so good because, or I could be wrong, but because the Rams didn't really make moves to bring in a powerhouse for him to use. You get me? So that's the only reason I didn't put him up there because I don't think the season's gonna go really smoothly for them.
Well, just one more quick thing. I put him at number 9 because of that relationship he has with Sean McVay.
Yeah.
A quarterback and head coach duo, it is so vital. It is so important. It is unlike any other sport. When you have two guys who get each other, who understand each other, who've been through wars together, just like McVay and Stafford have, I think that could take you a long way. And if they are healthy, then they could be a pain in the ass to the other top teams they're gonna play. And if they're healthy, then if Stafford is healthy and everyone else is, then I'm not gonna count them out there.
Yeah.
So who's your number 8?
I'm putting. This was a toss up between two players. I'm putting Lamar Jackson at number 8. I don't think he hasn't really.
Who was it a toss up with?
With Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson. I know he's really good, but he hasn't really played a full season. 2 years?
Yeah, he's gotten injured these past 2 years.
He's got it, and he's not getting any younger. So I feel like the age is come. It's not. I mean, obviously he's still young, but injuries, and then what is he, like 27, 26?
No, he's 20. He's 26.
26. That's already getting on the older side. I mean, not for a QB, but for a QB of his type, which is he scrambles a lot. He gets hit a lot because he runs.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in to play out good for him. He does have weapons now, but like I said, he hasn't been healthy in 2 seasons. His completion percentage is at 62. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not. All the other ones are more higher. You have Jared Goff. Jared Goff had a 66 or something. That's what I'm saying. So I think Lamar's not like he used to be, but I mean he's up there for me still.
For sure.
But like I said, now maybe he could quiet the haters because now he has weapons. We'll see what he does with them. But for me, Lamar Jackson's gonna stay at 8.
Yeah, George, I'm on the same boat with you there. Lamar Jackson is at number 8. You guys know, you know for sure how I feel about Lamar Jackson. He is up there. He's probably my top 3 favorite player in the league today. But the reason he has a number 8 is because of those injuries, 2 back-to-back injuries. But if there is a season where he's going to prove that he's still that elite quarterback, that he's still that arguably top 3 quarterback, this is the season. The Ravens have gifted him with what people, Lamar Jackson fans like myself, have been wanting, is weapons. He's got that. He's got arguably the fastest wide receiver in the game. Flowers? What's his first name? Zay Flowers out of Florida State University. His 40-time
Boston College.
Boston, thank you. I get confused with the colors. Out of Boston College, you could argue he is the fastest. And then also you got that huge pickup with OBJ. You still got Bateman.
Mark Andrews.
You have Mark Andrews, who is a top 3 tight end. So this is the year he's gonna prove those doubters wrong. He's gonna prove you other doubters wrong. Oh, he's a running back. He only runs. Blah blah blah. This is the year he needs to prove it. And of course he needs to stay healthy. If he stays healthy, then all that is gonna happen. He's gonna have an MVP type season. He's gonna challenge the Cincinnati Bengals for that AFC North crown. And hopefully it happens. Because if it doesn't, then you're gonna really have to start thinking about, did we pay? We didn't just pay this guy so he get injured year after year, right? And if he doesn't use his weapons, you're gonna say we didn't just pay this guy just to run, right?
Yeah.
We paid him to
throw the ball.
throw the ball, and also do those other great things that he does too. But we got these weapons for you to use. If you're not playing with your toys, what the hell are we doing here? You're gonna the front office is gonna start looking at that. So this is the year. Hopefully he lands in the top 5 as the season progresses. But right now he's at number 8.
Well, I feel like right now it's hard to land on the top 5 because there's so many good quarterbacks now, young ones.
Yeah,
and stuff.
no, but I mean, but if Lamar is on, I mean, he's out of my list here. He's only one of three of the 10 quarterbacks that have won MVP.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's proven he could do it.
So for me,
Number 7.
7, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I feel like he's only getting better. Last season that he won his division, he went 9-8, 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Didn't even hit that double-digit interceptions, which is good. He went to wild card, lost in a wild card.
You're really gonna ask that?
Did he? Who did he play again? I don't remember.
He lost to the Chiefs in the division round.
Okay, so yeah, but Trevor Lawrence, I feel like he's only gonna get better. He has Calvin Ridley now. He has
finally.
Evan Ingram had a breakout season last year, and I mean he has a lot of other weapons. So
Travis Etienne too.
Travis Etienne. And do they still have like Marvin Jones and Zay Jones? I don't even know.
Yeah, they have Zay. They have Zay.
Jones.
Marvin, I think Marvin's there.
Well, they have Christian Kirk.
Yeah, Christian Kirk too.
Yeah, so I
he
feel
has
like
a ton of weapons.
Trevor Lawrence is gonna have a better season than he had last season. So that's why I put him over Lamar, because I'm going off of just a prediction that he's going to be way better than he was last season. So
sure.
I feel like he's going to improve a lot. So
yeah, that one's good. At my number 7, this guy, trade speculations last year, trade speculations going into this year. It finally happened. He's head of the Big Apple. It's Mr. Aaron Rodgers, the 4-time MVP, I believe. Can you fact check me on that? 4-time MVP, back-to-back MVPs in 20 and 21, 39 years old. The Jets finally got their quarterback. We know about all those years they've been without a quarterback, this quarterback carousel and things like that. Jets now have the quarterback. Aaron Rodgers finally has multiple weapons to distribute the ball to, and he lands on my number 7 spot. 4-time. And yeah. There's gonna be a ton of weight on his shoulders. Nothing new for Aaron Rodgers, of course, but this time he is in New York, and that media is not kind. It is not friendly. All eyes will be on the New York Jets, and it will be up to Aaron Rodgers to take them to new heights. Right? Jets haven't seen success since 2010, since they went to the AFC Championship game, and these are expectations they haven't had in a long time, similar to the Lions, like we brought up, right? So this is the year. Anything less, I believe, than an AFC Championship appearance is a disappointment from the Jets. I've been seeing rankings, George. They're in the top 5, top 7 teams going into the season.
Yeah, the ceiling's high for them right now.
And you could say rightfully so. You could argue they have the best defense in the league. You could argue they have the best corner. They have the best corner duos. Their middle linebackers, their rushers. Breece Hall's gonna come back, who did spectacular before he got injured.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson, up and coming wide receiver. Their other weapons as well. And now you were missing a quarterback. Now you got him. So what are you gonna do now? I don't know if they're gonna live up to those expectations. You ask me, no, they're not. But Aaron Rodgers should be able to do his thing. He's coming off a down year in 2022. He should have better numbers in 2023, and he lands on my number 7 spot.
Well, in my number 6 spot, I have Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
Hmm.
Just because he did lead, we thought Packers were going to be down horrendously, right? They had no receivers. He had Christian Watson out for what? How many games? I think he was out
No,
for.
it's not that he was out. They just didn't use him.
They
at the
didn't use
beginning of the
him.
year.
Someone got hurt, like in the beginning. Not the beginning, but for a while.
Maybe Randall Cobb, but
Randall Cobb.
that was gonna be on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He went 8-9 with the bad receivers. When Christian Watson wasn't being used, like you said. Alan Lazard got hurt, I think, a couple games. Him. Alan Lazard, who is now a New York Jet, too.
That's right.
I forgot. But I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to be a bounce back year for him. He has the weapons. Like I said, he went 8-9 with that like bad weaponry he had at Green Bay. So I just think it's going to be a better year for him. And we all know what Aaron Rodgers can do. He's a legend. He's going to be on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, easily.
He's a Hall of Famer, so future Hall of Famer. But I think Aaron Rodgers is going to do what Aaron Rodgers does best, get his team up there. And I think he's just going to have a phenomenal, not the best season, like phenomenal
He's going to
season,
need to.
but he's going to be up there with some of these young quarterbacks. And he's the oldest quarterback in this list.
Yeah, I think he is. And yeah, I mean, you can never count on Aaron Rodgers until, pretty much he retires.
Yeah.
He has what he needs, so we'll see how he performs there. Me and you did a little switcheroo. My number 6 is Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is getting better and better as the years go by, and he, like I said, that quarterback, head coach, him and Doug Peterson, they're gonna do some special things, especially in, you could argue, the weakest division. The second weakest division in the AFC South.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're gonna run that. They're gonna run that division for years. I don't really see anyone stopping them. Maybe the Texans years going by, but right now it's the Jaguars division to lose. No threats there, and Trevor Lawrence is gonna lead that pack.
Yeah.
Great year in 2022. Very unexpected. I don't think anyone expected for them even to win the division. We didn't. I remember me and you picked the Colts too.
The Colts.
But this is Trevor Lawrence's division. He is the best quarterback in that division, and he's just gonna continue getting better. What he said, he had 25 touchdowns.
25.
He's gonna plus 10, plus 15 on that, just because of the weapons. Calvin Ridley is gonna be huge for him. Evan Ingram again I think is gonna have another spectacular year because of Trevor Lawrence. ETN as well. This team's only gonna get better. Trevor Lawrence is only gonna get better, and next year he's gonna go into the season top 5 quarterback in the league. That's just I think that's just a cold hard truth.
Trevor Lawrence like I said, I'm not mad at that. It could have gone either way. I'm mad that I even actually know that I was debating between Lamar and Trevor, but Trevor's just he's great,
Yeah, he's gonna get better, man. He's, I mean, number 1 pick for a reason. Things he did at Clemson was insane.
Yeah, crazy.
And he's proving that in the NFL.
At number 5, I have Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
He threw for what 4,700 passing yards.
Second in the league.
He had 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and he's only getting better too. I know a lot of people were hating on the ESPN list, but I like Herbert. I like his game.
What did they have him there? They had him 5-2? ESPN?
I think so.
I could check. Keep on going.
But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, his completion rating might be like a 66.
His quarterback, his completion rating last year was 68.
68,
So
68,
it's really
bro.
good.
He's one of the more accurate QBs in the league, and I think he was dealing with a shoulder injury, right?
Yeah, he had shoulder and he had ribs.
And now,
And his weapons were out.
yeah, now if his weapons stay healthy, they added Quentin Johnson to that lineup.
21st overall pick.
Justin Herbert's a dog, so I like Justin Herbert. I put him at number 5.
Yeah, I'm right there.
I wish I could put him lower, but I mean these other QBs are like just spectacular too that I put above him.
Yeah. I'm right there with you too. I think mine and your lists are kind of similar as we go down. But yeah, Justin Herbert, man. You could argue he is the most talented quarterback, at least behind Patrick Mahomes. He has everything you need in a quarterback. He's so humble, man. He's just so humble, and he's a leader. That is the type of guy you want as your starting quarterback. He has the arm, man. He's just so talented. This guy, I remember just seeing him. I remember going to the game with Vlad, seeing him live. just that deep bomb he threw against the Giants. I'm pretty sure you guys seen that. You guys who follow football seen that highlight over and over again. As he's getting tackled, he slings it 60 yards down the field, like just effortlessly. And if this is a big if his weapons are healthy, because Mike Williams and Keenan Allen missed a combined 13 games last year, and he still put up numbers. That's what people don't get. His weapons, injuries depleted. He was missing his best offensive lineman in Rashawn Slater last year, and he was still balling. He was still second in passing yards. Touchdowns were not really there, but completion rating was there. This guy just in every season, he's gonna get better. 2022 was a down year, at least by the numbers. But I expect 2023, especially with Kellen Moore as his new offensive coordinator. I just think there's anything less than, I guess, like what I'm expecting, what others are expecting. It's gonna be a disappointment. This guy has everything he needs to make it happen.
Yeah, he's a baller.
And if he doesn't, it's gonna be on him. It's not gonna be on anyone else. But I expect him to live up to that, to plateau himself, to be in the conversation with guys like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, because he has that talent. Now he needs to win. If you don't win, then no one's gonna care. Nobody's gonna care. You gotta win. And if he does, then he's gonna take himself to that next level where he does belong. But that's the only thing that's missing. He needs to win, and I feel like he is. Because if he doesn't, then there's gonna be some big changes coming the Chargers' way, and this team could look a lot different if they do not live up to expectations. Justin Herbert, number 5, but next year is gonna be in the top 3 for sure.
You think so?
Yep.
Yeah. High ceiling right there.
Yep.
High ceiling.
I love Justin Herbert, man. I really do.
Top 4 kind of struggled a little bit. Only off of two picks.
We're gonna have the same guys. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be different order.
All right, number 4, I have Josh Allen.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Josh Allen.
I did have him.
Josh Allen.
I was debating, but I mean, Josh Allen. I feel like we always talk about him. Oh yeah, he's great. All this.
He's gonna be MVP or yeah.
But for some reason, we haven't seen him win. Like,
well, we know why
yeah, we know, but I mean, Josh Allen is a great QB. But like I said, I don't know. He had the weapons. It's kind of he lost back to back in the division championship.
Yeah, back to back in the division.
So I mean, I don't know. Allen, I feel like this is a big year to prove himself.
Yep.
He still has Stephon. I mean, Gabe Davis didn't have the best season last year, but I mean, he has him. But I don't know, Allen. I just couldn't put him higher than my number 3.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's still a baller.
Yeah, Allen's also my number 4. He kind of regressed in 2022, but obviously he's still an elite talent that I'm sure any other team would want on their team. His arm talent is also insane as well, kind of similar to Justin Herbert. But what really hurt him last year, I think, with Brian Daboll, losing Brian Daboll as his offensive coordinator. But this year should be better. I mean, at least it should be. A lot of people were predicting he was going to be the MVP in 2022. That didn't happen, although he led his team to a great year. But Josh Allen, man, the only thing really, he should be better this year. He did throw for less passing yards. What else? Less touchdowns, and he had a higher QB rating in 2021. So that Daboll thing, really, losing Daboll hurt him. He should be better this year. And there's no reason why he shouldn't lead his team to another AFC East division crown. Or unless you want to say maybe because of maybe Tua, or because of now Aaron Rodgers, who is in his division, but still one of the more talented quarterbacks. And also too, he should not be running as much as he should be. I know it's like a highlight reel every time he runs, but he should be throwing the ball a little bit more there,
especially with the weapons.
Yeah, it's number 4.
Number
3 is we're probably gonna have the same guy.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, he made the Super Bowl. They didn't hit the 4,000 yards.
Because he runs a lot too.
Yeah, he runs a lot too. But I mean, his completion rate is at 68% too.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, what he did this season is crazy. He had, I think, 22 tutties. Yeah, 22 tutties, I think. Not the most, but like I said, he just a dual threat QB. He could run, he could pass. Like, he just crazy. You know, he even takes those goal line TDs, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like Jalen Hurts is getting better too. Also, I know he didn't have a chip on his shoulder after what happened last season. So I feel like he's getting better. He just added DeAndre Swift to his running back position. He got rid of Miles Sanders, but I feel like DeAndre Swift, if he could stay healthy, that's going to be a threat. You still have A.J. Brown. You know, it's going to be a good year for him. A better year, I think. And Hurts is the real deal.
Yeah, I mean, he did lose his offensive coordinator, so we'll see how he responds to that. But I also have Hurts at 3. He was, I think, maybe 2 games away from winning the MVP. If he would have played in all 17 games, he would have been MVP. No disrespect to Patrick Mahomes, of course. But he's only going to get better. I think this team has the potential to get better. We're going to have to see. He does have a new offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator. He lost them. He lost those two as they got jobs elsewhere. So we'll see what happens there. But he has the weapons. He has the O-line, still arguably the best O-line, and, of course, arguably the best center in Jason Kelce. And I don't know if he should, but he could. He has the potential to repeat his MVP type season, like I said, losing an offensive coordinator. Hopefully it doesn't hurt him too much, just like how we seen it hurt Josh Allen this past year. But yeah, man, Jalen Hurts, he could do it all. And what really helped that completion percentage was adding in A.J. Brown. And their chemistry is only going to get better. They should get better as a team. And we should expect another, the first repeat division champ from the NFC East in the Eagles. But the Cowboys might have something to say about that.
Oh, yeah, Cowboys pretty good.
Yeah. Number 2.
Joe Burrow.
Easily Joe Burrow.
He's a baller. I mean, he surpassed Allen. I mean, what would you say last season?
I think so. Yeah.
He's a great QB. I mean, though he has the weapons. I mean, not much to say about him. We know he could.
Oh, you don't want to say a lot because he's your division.
Yeah. He could ball. That's all. He can ball. He has the weapons. I mean, I don't see him regressing anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't either.
He showed he could do. He came off a torn ACL and then he still balled out.
That's insane.
So he made a Super Bowl right after. Like,
yeah, he did.
I mean,
toward his rookie year, and then he came back and he led his team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. Not much. Like I said, he's just a baller.
He's just he's the type of guy you want because he gets better as the games get more important. Like he's just so clutch. He's so consistent. He's so steady. He rises to the occasion. You know, regular season. I mean, he might not have the most impressive stats, but you get to the playoffs, and this guy just elevates his own play, his teammates' play, and we've seen that in 2021 when he led them to the Super Bowl, and we've seen that last year when they lost that nail-biter to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. It helps having the best trio, arguably the best wide receiver trio in the league. Chargers are going to have something to say about that this year, but going into the season, that's the Bengals with Jamar Chase, who he has tremendous chemistry with, obviously, from their time back in LSU. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. Thank you. And there's no reason why he should not get better. Also, too, with Zach Taylor, offensive-minded coach. Those two are just, climbing up the ranks as a head coach, a quarterback duo there. So, Joe Burrow, number 2.
Bengals are scary.
And you know what? I've been seeing a lot of hate from Joe Burrow coming his way, saying that Josh Allen should be number 2. I guess to each their own, but just what he's done on the biggest stage, that's what really took it over the top for me.
Yeah, I mean number one.
This is so easy, man. He is going to put up a fight with Tom Brady. He just is, man. He's 27, 28 years old. He's This dude is gonna get like what he is now. He's probably not even gonna be that like 7 years from now. He's probably gonna be better, just like how Brady got better. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. I mean, not much to say. You already know.
This guy, man.
You know, it's a no-brainer. Like, that's unanimous. He's number one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, not much to say about him.
No, yeah, not much to say. I have a ton to say about him.
You could, but
reigning
I'm just saying.
reigning MVP. This guy just last year. I am so disappointed in myself. I counted this guy out
Oh, because they lost.
in the AFC.
Cheetah.
No. Yeah, because they lost Cheetah, and just because I thought the Chargers were gonna take the next step.
Yeah.
I am not gonna make the same mistake. No disrespect. I'm not gonna make the same mistake, man. This guy, you just when you think you have him, nope, he slips out like a freaking Neo, man. Last year, down 10 in the Super Bowl, man. Just like nothing. Led them back. Just he's another one, man. He gets better as the games get more important. He's clutch. He is the ultimate leader. Also, too, he's another one of the quarterbacks who came out in quarterback.
Series, yeah.
Just seeing him, how he balances everything, how his training into where he wants to get better, his devotion to the game, his love for the game, and his relationship with Andy Reid. Like I said, once again, yes, there's a topic here. All right, my topic today is quarterback and head coach, because those quarterback, the Netflix docuseries, and the head coach, him and Andy Reid are the best head coach quarterback duo in the league. It's not even close, and the gap between 1 and 2 is probably like miles and miles ahead, because they are like bread and jelly together. They're like bread and butter together.
and butter.
These guys
PB&J.
together are just insane, and there's no reason why they shouldn't continue to do it again. Patrick Mahomes, there's like, man, not only this, George, he gets better throughout the years. His quarterback rating was 77.6. That was 6 points higher than any other quarterback in the league. Not only that, he gets better in the red zone. He dominated there. His quarterback rating there was 87.3. He was better in the red zone in limited space. I mean, man, there is like at a loss for words. You could at a loss for words, or you could keep on going, like I'm doing with Patrick Mahomes. I mean, wow.
Yeah,
wow. This guy's wow.
He's a baller. Like I said.
You could put him in the Hall of Fame already.
Yeah.
You really can. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Already.
Two rings already.
2 rings, two MVPs. Led the league in passing last year.
And like
he led the league in passing last year without Tyreek Hill. And of course, obviously, it helps when you have
Travis
Kelce, who you could argue is the greatest tight end of all time too. I mean, their chemistry together as well.
It's crazy.
Man, it's insane. It's insane, and I cannot wait to see. Just as a fan, I cannot wait to see them just dominate again. Just make defenses look foolish, because they've been doing that from time to time, and there's no reason for them to stop now.
For some reason, right now, it's just laughing because I was thinking about poo-poo.
That was funny. Oh, dude, we forgot to do our honorable mentions. I don't know if you have any.
Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford, and Russell Wilson. Well, not from last season, but I'm just predicting what he's been doing, and I feel like with the new coach and Sean Payton,
I mean, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully his career could resurvive.
Well, I mean, it
never died.
It never hurt, but last year
it really put a dent in that career of his. But those are my 3.
For sure. My honorable mentions is Jared Goff, Tua Tagovailoa, Deshaun Watson. And I know you Cowboy fans are going to be crying. It's Dak Prescott. I know he has the numbers. He does. He has the numbers. He does it every single year when he's healthy. He has the weapons, of course. But I don't know. I don't see
him as top 10 or top 11 or whatever.
He's actually my 11. He's my 11. Like barely right there. I was actually it was like splitting hairs between him and Kirk Cousins.
For
was like
me,
that. It
nah,
was like
he
that.
wouldn't be.
I know, Cowboy fans, and he said today, or I don't know when he said it, but he released
So
today.
stupid,
He's not
bro.
gonna throw more than 10 interceptions.
Bro, let me.
So I'm assuming he's not gonna throw the ball over 300 times, maybe, because I mean I don't think he's ever had issues with his accuracy or his lack of.
This guy threw 15 interceptions.
What's his career low?
His career low.
Let's scroll over a little
Oh,
bit.
no, it's a picture.
Oh, it's a picture.
I mean, I think I'm on. Oh no, I'm on Lamar's right now. Career low interceptions. 4.
Oh no, but that's not a full season.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
16.
4 interceptions.
That's when he first started. 2016.
Oh well. 4, 13, 8, 11, 4. That's a shortened season.
Well, let me show you.
10 and 15. Oh, okay. So he's probably saying that because he's coming off a career high and throwing
Yeah.
interceptions at 15.
But this guy had 15 with 394 attempts, right?
Yeah, they're in 94. Well, then again, no. Not only that, those attempts are low because remember he missed 5 games.
No, I know it's low, but let me tell you, Jared Goff had 7. That's how much more? Was 8? Is that 8?
Yeah, it's 8.
8 with 587 attempts, and he
That's
had
almost 200 more. That's
yeah,
almost 200 more.
and he had 8 less interceptions than Dak Prescott, with us a completion rate of 65%.
Yeah, Dax was 66. He only played in 12 games last year. So he's never really played the full 17 games.
But look,
Played
that's
16 and 21.
Jared
Yeah,
Goff
10.
played all of them, and then only had 7 interceptions.
Yeah.
And he played less games and threw 15 interceptions.
Yeah, I like if you were to just look at the numbers
Yeah, before.
from Dak and you were to look compared to Kirk Cousins, they're kind of identical. Just I feel like Kurt does more with less, or he puts up the same numbers with less than what Dak has. And yeah, I feel like that was just a overarching argument for between Cousins and Dak. I mean, he could prove us wrong. He could have less than 10 interceptions. I don't think that's gonna happen. But
I mean,
we'll see.
yeah, I mean, I think Dak reaches for my 12, 13.
Yeah, maybe. But I think he's gonna put the Cowboys in a great position to win the division, to compete with the likes of the Niners, the Eagles. If you want to put the Lions up there too, I know they're getting a lot of attention. So, yeah, Dak just nearly missed it. We'll see. I mean, he's not getting any younger too. What is he? He's 29. He's 29 years
29,
old.
about to be 30.
He's about to be 30 actually in what is it?
Couple of days.
Next week. Yeah. So, not getting any younger. I don't know if he's gonna get any better. Too,
But I feel
if we're
like
being real.
he peaked like his first couple years, and after that, it was just like.
Yeah, because of his age. I mean,
Yeah, that's what
he
I'm saying.
was
So that's what I'm saying.
23, 24,
He's
25.
one of those QBs that hasn't been getting better. It just goes like it gets worse, and then plus the injury
Mhm.
and stuff. So I feel like it's not getting any better soon.
Yeah. I think that was also overarching too. I mean, also too, if you want to use that as play devil's advocate, Kirk Cousins is not getting any younger too. But I don't know. I just feel like right now, I would rather have Kurt. Playoff success is kind of similar too.
Yeah.
So if you
I'm
want
thinking,
if you want to use that as an argument, that doesn't really help.
Well, I
you.
take Goff over both of them.
That's fine.
Jared Goff.
All right. That will conclude this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for hopefully you guys made it to the end of the video. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're going to be here. Football's coming up. And you guys already know what we do here.
Yeah.
When it comes down to that. So we're going to take care of business on that end.
Yeah. Really excited for it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I know we've been gone for a while, just been busy. And pretty much, I mean, that's it. Like, just keep up with us. We've been trying to do our best.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you guys, and you guys have a good one. Peace.
Peace.